Which team complements each other better?
Legolas and Gimli absolutely complement each other better. That is, I mean, that's not even a question. Even coming into the knowing each other, they hate each other at first. When they first the Fellowship was first formed. Legolas being a elf and Gimli being a dwarf, they were already against each other. But they ended up having to survive hell and high water together because fighting orcs, trolls, lava demons, everything that they had to get through in that first Fellowship, they came to respect each other. Going into that second movie, those two were inseparable. In every fight, they always looked out for each other. When fighting orcs, Orcai, giant dogs, they kept each other alive. In the Battle of Helm's Deep, when they were just horrendously outnumbered, they were right there at the front lines, counting how many kills each other got. You know what I'm saying? They are the only reason why they didn't lose. In the last movie, coming against the biggest army that they've ever seen, they jumped off first to go in and lead the ghost army into the battle. Still again counting off kills, taking down elephants.
But Rick and Morty definitely complement each other way better. Rick is an all-knowing, pretty much. He knows everything. Besides that, he needs Morty not knowing as much to balance his waves, his brain waves, so he doesn't get tracked throughout the universe. And Rick is putting Morty on to whatever he wants, all the vast knowledge of the universe. But Morty stays innocent and he stays to a somewhat degree pure, still loving all organisms, humanity, everything. He's taking Morty out on these epics and teaching him about the universe. And Rick is even learning some more stuff about like what's going on inside when it comes to feelings and emotions. And sometimes Rick struggles with suicidal thoughts and everything, but it's his family that keeps him going and keeps him coming back. That's the whole reason why Rick is trying to pass on his knowledge. There's been theories that Morty will grow up to be a Rick. This is how much they complement each other, that sometimes people that think that they are the same person, but just in different times.
They don't complement each other. They complement each other when Rick wants them to complement each other, but naturally, no. Them two together is bad. Like, even when they try to have fun together, it goes horribly wrong. They try to go on an adventure to see some magic and some giants, and Morty ends up getting molested by this jelly bean.
Rick and Morty absolutely complement each other. That's the whole foundation of what they're built upon. Now, who is kind of arguable is Legolas and Gimli. Aside from making sure they have a high number of kills, I don't see them pushing the other one's character any further. I mean, I guess they're cool now, but they still pretty much throw out half racial slurs to each other. If we want to take us to this world,
Which team has the better banter?
This is a tough one, just because like I said, I'm a huge fan of Rick and Morty, so I'm not gonna try to bash their banter because it's nice. But don't sleep on my guys over here, Legolas and Gimli. What other series have you seen where you're in the middle of a battlefield where you're supposed to lose? There are way more enemies than you on the field. 17, 18. Where you at, bro? I'm at 6. I'm gonna catch up though. Don't sleep on me. Like, this is during a war. Like, if they lose, hundreds of people behind them are going to get slaughtered. 20, 21, 22. Like, that was gold. Another great scene for me is when they were having the drinking game. They were supposed to be, seeing which one between the two of them can drink the most. Like, then they're both going cup for cup. And, Gimli's just talking shit the whole time. Like, dwarves drink, blah, blah, blah. That's what they do. This man is getting soft by the second. By the end of it, Legolas is, he's scared because his finger is tingling finally from the alcohol because he's just been throwing them back and not being affected by it. It's like petty dwarf stuff. That was gold. That was pure comedy. And again, like, for a series as dark as Lord of the Rings was, there wasn't a whole lot of light to be shown. They were the comic relief through what 6 hours of violence and destruction. People still take it as a happy movie. You know what I'm saying? Like that, people don't think it's about as a dark story. So that is in great parts of the banter that those two have with each other.
I mean, of course, Rick and Morty has the better banter. I mean, it's almost unfair. I mean, we have like 3 seasons worth of highly intelligent back and forth between Rick and his grandson. That's pretty much what every episode is based upon. That's how the hijinks ensue. It's mostly because of banter. They're back and forth, and they end up in some whole other galaxy or world or parallel dimension. It's not just like Rick is smarter, so every time he's on the sometimes he's on the receiving end of this banter. Sometimes Morty is putting him in his place, but most of the time, Rick is giving him these beautiful gems in the form of asolic banter. So we just learned all types of things through hearing Rick lay into his grandson, his idealistic grandson who still believes in love and the heart of the universe and things like that. It takes every single episode for him to drive this home that the universe is a bleak place and it's about science, it's about numbers, it's about math. It's not about your feeling. Morty's probably like 12 or 13. That's going to take a lot of banter. That's going to take a lot of back and forth because you know these teenagers, they the worst, right? You know they got a mouth on them. That back and forth is going to be going and gone and gone until one of them mature. And Rick's not maturing.
But I got to rebuttal something that Zill said, like how they don't, my guys don't affect each other. These were two literal racially divided people. So getting to the point where they're throwing joking racial slurs is even progress. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was on site for their race before. So to get to the point where they are not only, you know, people united in a common goal, but to become friends, that's like, you know, Hitler and MLK coming together and becoming friends by the time a journey is over. Like that doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
What I can say for sure is that we have quantity of jokes and banter and back and forth. The quality is up there too, because even the viewing audience, we be learning stuff too. We be learning through the jokes. Teachers that we be feeling like Morty sometimes. Like I didn't even know that. Morty just learned that. I just learned that.
Cup for
Time.
Hey, that's 2 minutes. That's no way in hell. That's 2 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Yeah, keep going. My bad. And I just want to point out, both of y'all did a better job of keeping the clock than I did that round.